Diwali, the festival of lights. Diwali is a 5-day festival, the height of which is celebrated on the third day coinciding with the darkest night of the lunar month. During the festival, Hindus, Jains and Sikhs community illuminate their homes, temples and workspace with diyas, candles and lanterns. Hindus in particular have a ritual oil bath at dawn on each day of the festival. Diwali is also marked with fireworks and the decoration of floors with rangoli designs. Food is a major focus with families partaking in feast and sharing mithai means sweets. Festival is an annual homecoming and bonding period not only for families but also for communities and associations, particularly those in urban areas which will organize activities, events and gatherings. The religious significance of Diwali varies regionally within India. The festival is associated with a diversity of deities, traditions and symbolism. These variations may reflect diverse local autumn harvest festivals that fuse into one pan-Hindu festival with a shared spiritual significance and ritual grammar while retaining local traditions. One tradition links the festival to legends in the Hindu epic Ramayana, where Diwali is the day of Lord Vishnu's avatar Ram, Goddess Lakshmi's avatar Sita, Lord Shesha's avatar Lakshman, and Lord Shiva's avatar Hanuman reached Ayodhya after a 14-year period in exile, and Lord Rama's army of good defeated the demon king Ravana's army of evil in the Treta Yuga. As per another popular tradition, in the Dwapar Yuga period, Lord Vishnu, as incarnation of Lord Krishna, killed the demon Narkasur, who was evil king of Pragyotishpura near present-day Assam, and released 16,000 girls captured by demon Narkasur. Diwali was celebrated as a significance of tribute of good over evil after Lord Krishna's victory over demon Narkasur. The day before Diwali is remembered as Narak Chaturdashi, the day on which demon Narkasur was killed by Lord Krishna. Many Hindus associated the festival with Goddess Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, and wife of Lord Vishnu. The start of the 5-day Diwali festival is stated in some popular contemporary sources as the day Goddess Lakshmi was born from Samudra Manthan, the churning of the cosmic ocean of milk by the Devas means gods and the Asuras mean demons. Vedic legend that is also found in several Puranas such as the Padma Purana, while the night of Diwali is when Goddess Lakshmi chose and wed with Lord Vishnu. Along with Goddess Lakshmi, who is representative of Vaishnavism, Lord Ganesha, the elephant-headed son of Goddess Parvati, and Lord Shiva, Shaivism tradition, is remembered as one who symbolizes ethical beginnings and the remover of obstacles. Hindus of Eastern India associated the festival with the goddess Durga or her fierce avatar goddess Kali means Shaktism, who symbolizes the victory of good over evil. Hindus from the Braj region in northern India, parts of Assam as well as southern Tamil and Telugu communities view Diwali as the day of Lord Krishna overcome and destroyed the evil demon king Narkasur in yet another symbolic victory of knowledge and good over ignorance and evil. Diwali is celebrated on the Amavasya, that is New Moon Day, when there is supreme darkness everywhere. People light millions of lamps to get rid of the darkness. The diya represents light when the oil is burned by the wick. Hence, lighting of the diya signifies that one needs to get rid of the selfish and materialistic thoughts. Dhanateras, derived from dhan meaning wealth and teras meaning 13, marks the 13th day of the dark fortnight of Kartik and the beginning of Diwali. On this day, many Hindus clean their homes and business premises. They install diyas, small antran oil filled lamps that they light up for the next 5 days. Near Goddess Lakshmi and Lord Ganesh statue, women and children decorate doorways within homes and offices with rangoli, colorful designs made from rice flour, flower petals, and colored sand, while the boys and men decorate the roofs of and walls of family homes, markets, and temples. Dhanateras is a symbol of annual renewal, cleansing, and an auspicious beginning for the next year. The term Dhan for this day also alludes to the Ayurvedic icon Dhanvantari, the god of health and healing, which is believed to have emerged from the churning of cosmic ocean on the same day as goddess Lakshmi. Some communities, particularly those active in Ayurvedic and health related professions, pray or perform Havan rituals to Dhanvantari on Dhanteras. It is common practice in Hindu for worshippers to pray to Dhanvantari, seeking his blessings for sound health for themselves and or others, especially on Dhanteras or Dhanvantari Trayodashi. The Indian government has declared that Dhanvantari Trayodashi Kumar every year would be celebrated as National Ayurveda Day. Significance of Yam Dipdan. Deity Yam means Yamraj, deity of death. He is allotted the task of taking one's life means pran away at the designated time. One can never escape death. To prevent untimely death, the deity of death Yamadharma is worshipped on the days of Dhanatrayodashi, Narak Chaturdashi and Yamadvitiya. Spiritual importance of Yamadipadan on Dhanatrayodashi. By doing Deepdan, a person gains radiance means Teja. By this, his vital energy increases and he gains longevity, gaining the blessings of Yamadev. On the day of Dhanatrayodashi, the flows of Yam frequencies are active in the universe. Hence, on this day, the proportion of getting fruits of all the rituals associated with Yam deity is higher by 30% as compared to other days. On this day, lamps are offered to Yamdev and his blessings are sought. Expressing gratitude towards Yamdev. On the day of Dhanatrayodashi, Yamdev rules over hell. On Dhanatrayodashi, the frequencies emitted by Yamdev reach various regions of hell. For this reason, the frequencies emitted by the negative energies present in the hell are under control. As a result, the proportion of frequencies of hell on earth is reduced. So, Yamdev is worshipped with spiritual emotion and Deepdan is performed to express gratitude towards him. Performing Yamadipadan means pleasing Yamdev and offering a prayer for protection from the distressing frequencies which are responsible for untimely death. Naraka Chaturdashi is the second day of festivities coinciding with 14th day of the second fourth night of the lunar month. The term Narak means hell and Chaturdashi means 14th. The day and its ritual are interpreted as ways to liberate any souls from their suffering in Narak or hell, as well as a reminder of spiritual auspiciousness. A mythological interpretation of this festive day is the destruction of the Asur means demon Narkasur by Lord Krishna, a victory that frees 16,000 imprisoned princes kidnapped by demon Narkasur. Traditionally in Maharashtra and South India, people receive an oil massage from the elders in the family on the day and then take a ritual bath called as Abhyanga Snan, all before sunrise. People break bitter fruit from toe, which is representing head of demon Narkasur. All family members wear new clothes and eat farar or meal specially made for Diwali celebration, including sweets. Many visit their favorite temple for receiving blessings from God and Goddess. The third day is the Lakshmi Pujan, coincides with the last day of the dark fourth night of the lunar month. This is the day when Hindu, Jain, and Sikh temples and homes are with lights, thereby making it the festival of lights. The word Deepavali comes from the Sanskrit word Deepa, which means an Indian lantern lamp. In evening, family members gather for the Lakshmi Pujan, although prayers will also be offered to other deities such as Lord Ganesh, Goddess Saraswati, Lord Ram, Lord Lakshman, Goddess Sita, Lord Hanuman, or Lord Kuber. The lamps from the puja ceremony are then used to light more earthenware lamps, which are placed in rows along the parapets of temples and houses, while some diyas are set adrift on rivers and streams. After the puja, people go outside and celebrate by lighting up fatake means fireworks together, and then share a family feast and mithai means sweets or desserts. On the night of Diwali, rituals across much of India are dedicated to Goddess Lakshmi to welcome her into their clean homes and bring prosperity and happiness for the coming year. While the cleaning or painting of the home is in part of Goddess Lakshmi, it also signifies the ritual renouncement of the cleansing, purifying action of the monsoon rains that would have concluded in most of the Indian subcontinent. At dusk, lamps placed earlier in the inside and outside of the home are lit up to welcome Goddess Lakshmi. Family members light up firecrackers, which some interpret as a way to ward off all evil spirits and the inauspiciousness, as well as add to the festive mood. Annakut Bali Pratipada means Padwa, Govardhan Puja. The day after Diwali is the first day of the bright fourth night of the lunisolar calendar. It is regionally called as Annakut, heap of grain. Padwa, Govardhan Puja, Bali Pratipada, Kartik Shukla Pratipada, and other names. According to one tradition, the day is associated with the story of Bali's defeat at the hands of Lord Vishnu. In another interpretation, it is thought to reference the legend of Goddess Parvati and her husband Lord Shiva playing a game of Dut means dice on a board of 12 squares and 30 pieces. Goddess Parvati wins. It indicates cosmic process for creation and dissolution of the world through the masculine destructive power as represented by Lord Shiva and the feminine procreative power represented by goddess Parvati, where 12 reflects the number of months in the cyclic year, while 30 are the number of days in its lunisolar month. This day ritual celebrates the bond between the wife and husband, and in some Hindu communities, husbands will celebrate this with gifts to their wives. In other regions, parents invite a newly married daughter or son together with their spouses to a festive meal and give them gifts. In some rural communities of the north, west, and central regions, the fourth day is celebrated as Govardhan Puja, honoring the legend of the Hindu Lord Krishna, saving the cowherd and farming communities from heavy rains and floods triggered by Lord Indra's anger, which he accomplished by lifting the Govardhan mountain. This legend is remembered through the ritual of building small mountain-like miniatures from cow dung. In the ritual, use of cow dung, a common fertilizer, is an agriculture motif and a celebration of its significance to annual crop cycles. The agriculture symbolism is also observed on this day by many Hindus as Annakut, literally mountain of food. Communities prepare over 100 dishes from a variety of ingredients, which is then dedicated to Lord Krishna before shared among the community. Hindu temples on this day prepare and present mountains of sweets to the faithful who have gathered for darshan, means visit. In Gujarat, Annakut is the first day of the new year and celebrated through the purchase of essentials, means literally good things in life, such as salt, offering prayers to Lord Krishna, and visiting temples. The last day of the festival is called Bhai Dooj, means literally Brother's Day, Bhau Beez, Bhai Tilak, or Bhai Phonta. It celebrates a sister-brother bond, similar in spirit to Raksha Bandhan, but it is a brother that travels to meet the sister and her family. This festive day is interpreted by some to symbolize Yama's sister Yamuna welcoming Yam with a tilak, while others interpret it is the arrival of Lord Krishna at his sister Subhadra place after defeating Narkasur. Subhadra welcomes him with a tilak on his forehead. The day celebrates the sibling bond between brother and sister. On this day, the women folk of the family gather, perform a puja with prayers for the well-being of their brothers, then return to a ritual of feeding their brothers with their hands and receiving gifts. In some Hindu traditions, the women recite tales where sisters protect their brothers from enemies that seek to cause him either bodily or spiritual harm. In historic times, this was a day in autumn when brothers would travel to meet their sisters or invite their sister's family to their village to celebrate their sister-brother bond with the bounty of seasonal harvest. The artisan Hindu and Sikh community celebrates the fourth day as the Lord Vishwakarma Puja Day. Lord Vishwakarma is a presiding Hindu deity for those in architecture, building, manufacturing, textile work, and crafts trades. The looms, tools of trade, machines, and workplace are cleaned and prayers offered to these livelihood means. Wishing all of you a very happy Diwali and prosperous New Year.